Right, in this video, we're going to look at the median and quartiles. So the median is probably something that you're familiar with. It's part of your elementary statistics. You talk about the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. But just a quick reminder, the mean is your average, but the median is that middle value of your data. So when you're trying to find that median, you're looking for the middle value. It is a number that separates your data set into halves. You've got your lower half, your lower 50% below the median, and you've got the upper half, the upper 50% above that median. So half of your value should be the same number or smaller than the median, and then half the values are the same number or larger. And the key is when you're finding that median, you do need to have those numbers in order from smallest to largest if you're going to do this by hand. Extending from the median, next up we have the quartiles. And this is something that you may not be familiar with, like the median. Quartiles are numbers that separate the data into quarters or 25 percentage point pieces. Just like the median, they may or may not be part of the data. Sometimes you have to average two numbers to find the quartiles. But in order to find the quartiles, the first thing you have to do is find the median or the second quartile there. So thinking about that, the median is our second quartile or Q2. The first quartile or Q1 is the middle value of the lower half of the data. So after you find the median and you split your data into halves, Q1 is going to be the lower half, the median there, and then the third quartile or the upper quartile is the middle value of the upper half. So to put this into practice, let's say we've got this data set 11224 keeps going up to 11.5. This is showing the number of hours a 2-month-old baby slept the night before. It says the median or Q2 is 7. The first quartile or Q1 is 2, and the third quartile or Q3 is 9. So this is coming from the fact that if we look at this data set, there are 14 numbers altogether from the first one to this last 11.5. There are 14 numbers here. So to find the median is going to split this 14 number data set evenly in half. So you have 7 numbers below the median and 7 numbers above the median. So I'll put a line right here between 6.8 and 7.2. You can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers below that. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers above that. So my median is right in between 6.8 and 7.2. So my median can be found by averaging 6.8 and 7.2. So on my calculator, what I can do is I can say 6.8 plus that 7.2. That's 14, and divide that by 2, and that gives me 7. So my median is 7, or Q2 is 7. That's the number that splits the data set evenly in half. 50% of the data is below 7, 50% of the data is above 7. Now for Q1, it is 2 from this second 2 right here. Here's Q1, here's our lower quartile. And now this is because with these 7 numbers, this 2 is right in the middle. There are 3 numbers below the 2, and there are 3 numbers above the 2. So 2 is right there in the middle. I only have to average the numbers if you have an even number of data pieces. When you have an odd number, it's just that one number in the middle. And in a similar way, 9 is the upper quartile. It is Q3. It's right in the middle of these upper 7. There are 3 numbers below this 9. There are 3 numbers above this 9. So that's our quartile here. And the way it works is it splits the data up into quarters. So about 25% of your data is below Q1. about 25% of your data is in between Q1 and the median. About 25% of your data is in between the median and Q3, and about 25% of your data is above Q3. So it's splitting the data into 25 percentage points or quarters. We'll take these ideas of the median and quartiles and extend them into our next video on box plots.